Hey everybody, it's Joe at Bumblin' Acres here. Today we're going to be talking about bacon, homesteading, safety, and all those fun things. So today we are going to be slicing up the pork belly that we smoke ourselves. So we make our own bacon here, and not just we've got pigs on our property, so literally we're making bacon, but we also smoke the pork belly and chop it up into our own bacon. And I'll be finishing the slicing of the bacon today. Safety portion of our video is going to deal with, you notice on my hand, got a nice pointer. I'll put a picture up of what happens when you're not safe while slicing bacon. Bacon's worth sacrifices, but I do like having all my 10 fingers. So if you're going to be slicing your own bacon, you have a good old commercial meat slicer like we do, which I'll show a video of. You need to do it safely. So if you'll wait by, about 45-second intro video, and we'll continue on with the bacon.
Welcome to Bumblin' Acres. We are a small homestead located in southern Indiana. We raise chickens, turkeys, geese, rabbits, and pigs. Join us while we work to foster a healthy relationship between each other, our land, and our greater community. We upload new content regularly and appreciate you being with us today.
So if you stay on the lookout for deals, you can find equipment, and this is a commercial grade meat slicer. I've already actually cleaned it up and wiped it down, but this is what I'll be using to slice the bacon today. Now, I do not like talking about mistakes I've made, like I guess all people, but this blade is really sharp, and I was literally just wiping this down without paying attention. And just for a second, this wasn't on, by the way. If it's running, don't ever put your hand near a spinning object. But just ran my finger along it as I was wiping it, and it cut deep. If it had been running, it would have taken off probably the tip of my finger. Like you're gonna get one of these commercial meat slicers. You're gonna get a meat slicer anyway. You have to be cognizant of safety, where your hands are, where your fingers are. So I'm going to get the bacon from in the house, bring it out, and we are going to slice the bacon. So my wife has smoked our bacon, and we put it in these Tupperware containers, flip it during the smoking process and curing process. I will, at some point, I think next year, I know we're going to do at least one more round of this, so I might sit down with my wife and do a video of how we do all this ourselves. It's not a particularly complicated process, but there's lots of little steps, and it's outside of my element. My better half is involved in this, but I'm just the bacon slicer, finger slicer, and my wife is the heart and makes all this work. So I'm going to go on and get the machine set it up for cutting, and you'll see that's just one pork belly that we got, I think, at Costco. Our pigs are not obviously butchered yet. They're happy and healthy, about 30 feet from me, and we are, as soon as they are ready for butchering, we will have our own pork belly to use. But we've been buying pork belly from Costco. We tried a couple small scale places because we like to support local, but we were unable to really get the quality that we wanted, so Costco it is.
I know many of you all are very excited about watching me slice bacon for a couple minutes, but figure I'll fast forward through it. So, it's important to me to talk about safety in this, because obviously I'm wearing a band-aid as a result of my accident. But it's not a complicated endeavor to slice your own bacon. I don't want people to come around with the fear of utilizing these tools. Just like the tools that I work with in my carpentry life, it's not the tool that ever hurts you, it's the mismanagement of the tool. And you don't be in a hurry. And that was the big takeaway from this experience was, by being in a hurry where I was just trying to wipe it down real quick, I wound up costing myself the ability to efficiently use my hands for a couple days, and that's been a huge setback at work and at home. So it's not about the slicer, it's about the slicee. If you're going to utilize tools, which as a homesteader in the 20th century, you should be utilizing 21st now, you should be utilizing as many advantages as you have, but you've got to be responsible with it, whether it be with your tractor to utilize on your property or your electric fence or any number of tools. They're only as safe as you are when you're utilizing them. Take care of yourself, take care of your stuff, and your things will last. So be safe, don't be careless. So there you have it. That is slicing bacon. In less than 15 minutes, I went from having 2 smoked pork bellies to 4 bags of bacon. Each of those bags will last us probably 3 or 4 days. Sometimes we can stretch it out to a week. I eat a lot of bacon, and our family eats a lot of bacon. So we're really looking forward to our pigs being produced, because it'll save us money on bacon. But, you know, this doesn't include everything. I still break this down and clean it up. I'm not going to put that on the video. So, like I said, I'll work with my wife to put a recipe together, put a procedure together for how we smoke our own bacon. We smoke, cure it, and everything, and we'll hopefully have that up in the next week or 2. And I really appreciate y'all listening. I really appreciate you watching. Hope you learned something. Hope this was helpful. Put in the comments, you know, interesting question. How do you like your bacon? Limp bacon, hard bacon. I don't like super crispy bacon unless it's on a sandwich. Other than that, I like it cooked thoroughly, but not crispy. So let's see what you all think.